Oh, so just to let y'all know, in this video, there'll be no background music, because they just won't. Yeah, there just won't be no background music. Okay, for this video, there won't be any background music, because I want to really tell y'all about Supa Cat, so I want y'all to really listen. So, well, I mean, if y'all don't want to listen, that's fine. But y'all do, yeah, y'all do. But yeah, that's all. But anyways, intro. Hey guys, it's Puppy, and today I'm going to tell you guys how I made, or how I created Supa Cat. So yeah, tell you that. So yeah. Alright, so let me tell you how I created Supa Cat. Alright, so basically, also this is a true story, by the way, a true story. Alright, so basically, 5th grade, so basically in 5th grade, I saw a video called Dog Man, and I watched it. Well, I watched basically a video of Dog Man. I watched it. What I'm trying to say is I saw a video of somebody reading, somebody voicing over the pages and stuff. So yeah, that's one night. I saw a video of someone reading the Dog Man book. Okay, look, alright, so basically I was at home. I was at school, and alright, so I was at school, and basically at school, alright, so I was basically on my phone. Basically I was on my phone, and I saw Dog Man. You know what? I thought, why not I make my own comic series, or my own comic book. But I did make my own comic book. But I did in 5th grade. Well, I mean, a comic series. Yeah, so basically I made Supa Cat. And after that, I made my comic series. I made my Supa Cat comic series. And this is and basically alright, so basically figure out a drawing journal. And basically in my drawing journal, I draw I draw the Supa Cat parts, like part 1, part 2, part 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I get the drift. So yeah, so basically in my drawing journal, I would write parts. Now first, for the first one, I was doing the first one, the Supa Cat. But here's the deal. The Supa Cat, here's the deal. I never actually told the origin of Supa Cat. Not really. I did not really tell the origin of Supa Cat. So basically, I didn't really tell the origin of Supa Cat. I didn't. In my first part of Supa Cat origins. But at the first part, I did But in the first part, I did say that Supa Cat worked at the office and basically, basically, oh, and in the order, in see, Supa Cat, he, yeah, see, Supa Cat, yeah, Supa Cat is, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, yeah, that's just his real name. See, Supa Cat never had a real name. I never gave him one. I never gave him one. But whatever, okay. So basically, but in my first part, I said that Supa Cat had laser eyes, super strength, and super speed. No, not super. I meant fights. Okay, so basically, Supa Cat, I told in my first part, I told that Supa Cat had laser eyes, flight, and super speed. So I told that Supa Cat had laser eyes, flight, and super speed. And basically, Supa Cat saved someone. And basically, old lady showed up. Yes, old lady. At the start of my first Supa Cat comic, but not comic, cause I write it down. I draw like a picture, and that's how it's on. But it's kind of like a comic book series. Well, whatever. But actually, that is what I was trying to do, make a comic book series. With my drawing book, I was gonna make a comic book series, but let's not get to it. No, I'm gonna tell y'all. No. Okay, so basically, old lady basically wanted to destroy Supa Cat, but Supa Cat punched old lady to the sky. Said ah. And then Supa Cat, everybody said, yeah! And Supa Cat said that, and that was the end. And my second part of Supa Cat, Laser War appeared. Yes, the rise of a new hero, Laser War. So basically, Laser Boy, alright, so all they wanted to destroy Supa Cat, but she couldn't. So all they decided, saw Laser War, and basically, Laser War Supa Cat was saving someone, but Laser Boy, he tried to laser eye Supa Cat. And Supa Cat said, hey, why should I do that? And then Laser Boy said, cause you're evil. Evil, and only told me that you're evil. Oh, lady, you can't trust her. She's an evil old lady, and she's a villain. Oh, okay. And all they said, wait, no. And Laser Boy, and Supa Cat, Laser Boy basically shoot his lasers at old lady's rocket chair, and she went flying, and yeah. And part 3, Stretchy Girl appeared, and actually, no, not that. No. Alright, so part 3, the powers appeared, yes. And part 3 of my series, the powers appeared. That was the first appearance. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, anyways, the powers, Supa Cat Laser Boy met the powers. Alright, so one of them was a fireman, the other electricity man, the other one rock man. And basically, Supa Cat Laser Boy were fighting them, and well, see, I don't know if they won or not, because I don't know if I can't remember if they won or not, because I lost the Supa Cat comic series. Well, the first one. I do have the second one and third one. So I do have the second one and third one in another drawing book. So yeah, so I do have that, but I lost the first one, my first Supa Cat comic series. So I lost that. I lost my other drawing book, which had Supa Cat, which had all my Supa Cat stuff. So I lost that. So yeah, I don't really know if the powers are one or if Supa Cat lives with one, but actually, I think Supa Cat lives with did one, but I don't know. But basically, Supa Cat 3, Supa Cat and then he's a boy, they met Stretchy Girl, basically. And Stretchy Girl, Supa Cat, an old lady period. And basically, a lady. And basically, old lady went saw Supa Cat and she went to try. But Stretchy Girl, she punched a lady, and she went flying. And Supa Cat 4, basically. And Supa Cat 4, yeah, so Supa Cat 4, oh yeah, yes, and Supa Cat 4, basically the powers, well, the environment, the powers made robots, and basically in Supa Cat 4, they made robots, and they were going to use the robots to take over the city and stop Supa Cat and Laser War. But they didn't know that Supa Cat had another friend, which was Stretchy Girl, that's what I meant. So yeah, and basically Stretchy Girl and Laser War, Supa Cat were fighting off the robots. Yeah, with their superpower. But Supa Cat, he got caught by a cage by one of the powers, which was Fireman. And basically, sorry about that. But basically, the powers they had Supa Cat captive. But basically. But Laser Boy and Stretchy Girl, those two, they saved Supa Cat. Yes. And they stopped the powers, they stopped the robots, and they saved the city. And they were also in part 6. In part 6 they saved Supa Cat. No, not part 6, I want to say. In part 5 they saved Supa Cat, and yeah. And that was the end of the first Supa Cat comic book series. And the second comic book series, for the second comic book series. And like the second comic book series, basically, Supa Cat was basically dreaming about how his friends are gonna lose, like one of the battles. He was dreaming about that. But not only that, but in my second Supa Cat, the first part, a lady appeared. Well, not in well, basically Supa Cat, he punched a lady and she went flying and said, ah! And Laser Boy and Stretchy Girl, they got rid of the powers and they said, ah! And yeah. And then Supa Cat went to sleep and he was dreaming about that. But no. He was dreaming about Supa Cat, Stretchy Girl, and Laser Boy, about them getting up. Oh, and also basically, in Supa Cat's bedroom, there was an invisible figure. Yes, an invisible figure. If y'all know what I'm talking about. If I don't, well, I don't. But if I do, then I do. I'm gonna tell y'all. Alright, so basically in Supa Cat 2, part 2, basically Supa Cat and they met They met in an Invisible Man. Yes, an Invisible Man. An invisible superhero. If yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Invisible Man and Invisible Man first appearance was in Supa Cat 2, Part 2. Yeah, this was first appearance. Well, actually, his first appearance was in like the first part of Supa Cat 2. He was in the first part of Supa Cat 2, the part 1. He was in that. Well, he was in the end of Supa Cat 2 part 1. He was at the end of that. So he was there. He was in Supa Cat's bedroom. Look, for short answer, he was in Supa Cat's bedroom, okay? That's all. Short answer, he was in Supa Cat's bedroom, and that's the short answer, okay? Short answer, he was in Supa Cat's bedroom, and that's it. Now, alright, so Supa Cat, basically, Supa Cat was like, do you want to join our group? Sure. And Invisible Man said sure. So, yeah. And Invisible Man helped Supa Cat, Sugar Girl, Lazy Boy, fight the powers. And the powers they had and in part 3, that's part 3. The powers, well, yes, the powers they thought the powers made an invention that could open like a dimensional portal and stuff like that. Yeah, they had a weapon that could open up a dimension. Like open up like a dimensional. They had a dimensional, dimensional portal. Look. I can already say they used like this dimensional portal thing, the portal gun, and basically who came out three people came out of the portal. An evil Supa Cat, and an evil Laser Boy, and an evil Shredder Girl. That's all I can remember. Really, that's all I can remember. Part 3. Supa Cat 2, Part 3. That's all I can remember. And basically, Supa Cat, Shredder Girl, and Laser Boy, they're basically fighting their evil version of themselves. But they lost. But Invisible Man, he used the portal gun to send those evil versions of Supa Cat's friends and himself, and he sent them back to their own dimension. Well, until like the powers they bring them back like another part. Yeah. So yeah, but in part 4, Trouble in Tokyo, basically Supa Cat decides, hey, why don't we go to Tokyo? Hey, why don't we time travel to Tokyo? And they do. They time travel to Tokyo. I know that sounds like I know y'all really question, why are they time traveling to Tokyo? Why don't they just go to Tokyo? Look, man, I was in 5th grade. I didn't know Tokyo. Look, man, I was in 5th grade. I didn't know Tokyo. I didn't know what Tokyo. Look, I knew what Tokyo is. I knew what Tokyo was. I just don't. Look. They just talked about Tokyo and that's it, okay? Look, I don't know what I was thinking, like, when I was in 5th grade, making that second comic series. But, I don't know what I was thinking about making that 4th part of Trouble in Tokyo comic series. But whatever, it doesn't matter, okay? Let's just continue. Alright, so basically, they try to travel to Tokyo, but the powers also time travel to Tokyo. Yeah, they also time travel to Tokyo. Well, coincidence, right? Yeah, a coincidence. Yeah, it's a coincidence. Okay, so yeah, but basically, the powers, they're on this train, and basically, basically the Supa Cat and his friends, well, his super friends, his super team, they basically fight the powers on a train. Yeah, but the train, yeah, basically, yeah, but the train, there's where he exploded the train and, yeah, actually, I don't know if he even exploded the train, or actually, I don't know. But what I do know is that basically Supa Cat, his friends, and also the powers, they were falling off this cliff and falling down the cliff. And but Supa Cat, since he could fly, he basically picked up Stretchy Girl and Laser Boy and Invisible Man as well. Well, Invisible Man was riding on Supa Cat's back, so he didn't. Well, let's say so. Yeah. Yep. But and then Supa Cat and his friends they went back to the time sheet and then went back to the present. Most of the powers saw them and said, "Hey." And basically, the powers they were stuck in like the 90s. So, but actually, yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing. Yeah, they're trapped in 90s. They're trapped in like Tokyo. So yeah. But I mean, fireman can easily just build a time machine take them back to the present. So you just do that. But we never really get an explanation for how they got back to the present. We never got that explanation at all. But Supa Cat 5, basically, yeah, so Supa Cat 5, basically. Alright, so basically, Supa Cat 5, the powers, and old lady, they work together. First, they work together, and they were going to destroy Supa Cat. But until Supa Cat, the evil Supa Cat, Stretchy Girl, and Laser Boy appeared from the shadows for no reason. And we got no explanation how they were there, but they are, so yeah. But basically, they work together, and basically the villains, and basically all the powers and they was Supa Cat team. They basically wanted to destroy Supa Cat, so they did. But they wanted to capture Supa Cat, so they captured Supa Cat's friends, Laser Boy, Stretchy Girl, but not Invisible Man, and the reason why they couldn't catch Invisible Man, because he can literally turn invisible. So yeah, and basically, Invisible Man, basically Invisible Man basically saw Supa Cat, Laser Boy, and Stretchy Girl in cages, so he freed them. But it wasn't until Fireman, Fireman, he grabbed a portal gun. He shooted his portal gun nearby Supa Cat's friends, and basically Supa Cat's friends went into that portal and they were gone. Well, they went to a different time, and now we're in Supa Cat 3, Part 1. Now, in Supa Cat 3, basically, it was a continuation of the second Supa Cat final part. So yeah, it was a continuation. So yeah, and basically in Supa Cat Part 1, basically, Supa Cat's friends were trapped in like the dinosaur ages. Yes, I'm not joking, the dinosaur ages. They were literally trapped in the dinosaur ages. So yeah. And basically, old lady, she saw that Supa Cat with his friends were in powers, and the evil version of Supa Cat. Yeah. And basically the EU version of Supa Cat, basically the EU version of Supa Cat saw, actually, EU team of Supa Cat, they saw that Supa Cat's friends were in the dinosaur ages, and Supa Cat said, "Wait, we're in the dinosaur ages?" Yes, and it was when I said yes. And then Elizabeth says, "How do you get out of here?" I don't know, but that's what Elizabeth said. But I think I can build. But I think I know a way to get back. I think all I gotta do is build like a portal gun or something. I guess I could build. I'll build something to get us back to where we were. Okay, I'll build something to get back to where we were. That's what he said. Yeah. So, but basically, it's Supa Cat 3 Part 2. And yeah, so Part 1 ended with Elizabeth saying, I found a way to get us back home. Yeah, and it was the end of Part 1 of Supa Cat 3 Part 1. That's the end of that. And in Part 2, basically, Supa Cat 3 Part 2, basically, Supa Cat and his friends were Supa Cat and his friends were basically exploring the jungle. Yes, the dinosaur jungle. And basically Supa Cat saw someone. Yes. And that someone was a Jurassic Man. Yes, the Jurassic Man. I know. Yes, the Jurassic Man. Yes, that's crazy. Right? Yeah, that's the Jurassic Man. So yeah. And basically the Jurassic Man, he basically commanded the dinosaurs. And basically Jurassic Man said, quick, get on the trees. Because there's going to be a stampede, and basically, yeah. And Supa Cat said, well, thanks, man. And that's what I said. Well, you're welcome. And everybody said, all right, guys. All right, guys. Come on. Come on. I think I know. I think. Okay. I think I found. Guys. I think I found. I found a way to get home. Well, actually, I built a portal gun. I built a portal gun so I could get home. Or I built a time machine. I don't know. That's not what he said. I don't know what he said. But he did build something to get them back home. Well, basically back to the Power's base. Yeah, that's basically what he was going to do. Use something to get back to the Power's base and stop them. And basically in Supa Cat 3 Part 3, basically was shoot out like a portal gun. Well, there was a portal, and I don't know if it was going to use a time machine or he probably used a portal gun, or you probably use like a portal gun or something. I don't know, but yeah, he used something at Supa Cat's friends. They went into it, and they were back at the Power's base, but Supa Cat 3 Part 3 wasn't finished. It was unfinished, yes. So Supa Cat 3 was unfinished, so I didn't continue it. So yeah, I didn't continue Supa Cat 3 Part 3. Why? I don't know. I just didn't. So I forgot about it. Yeah, so basically, like, 6th grade, I totally forgot about Supa Cat, but it wasn't until in, like, well, it wasn't until, like, in, like, 7th grade, I went to my garage to look for, like, my old book bag, to look, I went to look for my, I was trying to look for my old book bag. Yes, in sixth grade, I had another book bag. Of course, I had another book bag. So I checked the garage to look for an old book bag. And I went to look in my book bag, and I saw my drawing book, and I looked at it, and then I saw Supa Cat, and then I remembered about Supa Cat. I remember in 5th grade I made Supa Cat, and of course I forgot about it. But now today, well not today, well actually like 2023 or 2024, no, in 2023, yeah. But basically, it's in 2023 or 2022, no 2023. So basically in 2023, no, not 2023, 2024. No, 2023. Yeah, it's 2023. I think. So basically, in 2023, I read my Supa Cat stuff. Yeah. Oh, but also in my book, like, there was my Supa Cat. There was my first. I did have my first Supa Cat comic book series in there. My first drawing. And like, I had that, but I lost it, and now I only have one of my drawing. I have one drawing book which contains Supa Cat 2 and 3. So yeah, I only have one drawing book that contains Supa Cat 2 and 3. So I lost the first one, which sucks. Really, it sucks. But at least I remember the story of the first one. But yeah, guys, that's it. Yeah, guys, that's it. Yeah, guys. So, yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's basically me tell y'all about Supa Cat. So, yeah. So yeah, that's what you need to tell y'all about Supa Cat. Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically it. Now for if I worry about the Supa Cat comic, to be with y'all, I didn't even finish the Supa Cat comic yet. But look, I want to, but it's a lot of work. But I think I could do it. Well, I think I could do it. Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah, guys, that's what we're gonna hear about. So enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment on the video, and subscribe for it. And I'll see you guys this time. Bye. I'm sorry that this was so long video, but I just really had to tell y'all about Supa Cat. I just had to, because I wanted to tell y'all about Supa Cat, because Supa Cat, But yeah, guys, that's what we're gonna have here, but actually, just bye. Yeah, bye. Bye, guys. Yeah, so, yeah, bye.